Switzerland, 1948, and there are a group of miners underground. Two of them have a fight, a wall gets knocked down, and they discover what seems to be a hidden mine full of emeralds. But then they're attacked and killed by giant beetles. Fast forward to the present day, and Colonel Sanders has his hand chopped off.
You need hands to show that you're sincere.
Finger licking in the future's not going to be too easy for him. This scene comes across as completely gratuitous and seems to exist only to make sure the gore fans pay attention, which should be a warning as to what lies ahead. A cave tour guide is persuaded to take a group of explorers down into the mine. Strangely, they don't seem to bother thinking of taking the essentials, like say hard hats. And in this long abandoned mine, the lights are still working.
Do you see the light shining on you? It's coming straight to your heart.
Which is probably just as well, because apparently nobody bothered to bring a torch. The mine is also right next to a lake, so why hasn't it flooded? It isn't long before the giant beetles reappear, and the rest of this just feels like typical phoned-in TV movie material. The characters are just one-dimensional ciphers impossible to care about. There's a lot of low-budget CGI effects, which never actually give you the impression the monsters are actually in the environment. There are various escapades underground, people with guns, one of Star Trek's finest slumming it,
Star trekking across the universe,
and the obligatory big explosion at the end. The movie ends with a group of characters, having taken some diamonds from the mine, walking off into the sunset, and they all lived happily ever after. Although whether the audience are actually awake or sober enough to care, who knows.
You need tender hands to guide them on their way.